What if I told you that 2,000 years before the tech giants of Silicon Valley ever existed, our ancestors were building structures that still, to this day, defy modern understanding? Forget everything you think you know about ancient civilizations. The stories we've been told about primitive people using simple tools are only part of the picture. This video is going to shatter your perceptions and reveal the forgotten engineering marvels that prove humanity's genius may have peaked far, far earlier than you could possibly imagine. Prepare to have your mind blown. We're about to uncover ancient technologies so advanced, they make some of today's innovations look like child's play. We're not talking about just stacking stones. We're talking about gravity-defying temples, intricate water systems that powered entire cities, and astronomical observatories built with a precision that seems impossible without modern equipment. Get ready to witness the forgotten wonders that truly showcase humanity's peak ingenuity. It's a story of brilliance, mystery, and lost knowledge that will change the way you see the world forever. Think you know history? I challenge you to think again. Can you name the civilization that built a structure so mathematically precise that it aligns perfectly with astronomical events? Yet they supposedly used no modern tools. How did they do it? Join me on a journey to explore the seemingly impossible. We'll travel across continents and millennia to uncover the ancient engineering masterpieces that prove our ancestors were not just smart, they were absolute geniuses. Won't believe what they achieved with the resources they had. Let's start our journey in the heart of the Andes Mountains in Peru. Here, nestled high above the clouds, lies the incredible fortress of Sacsayhuamán. When you first see it, you're struck by the sheer scale. We're looking at massive polygonal stones, some weighing over 100 tons, fitted together so perfectly that you can't even slide a piece of paper between them. Here's the mind-bending part. These stones aren't uniform. They have multiple corners, complex angles, and curves. It's like a giant three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle made of house-sized rocks. Mainstream archaeology tells us the Inca built this with bronze tools and sheer manpower. But let's pause and really consider that. How do you quarry, transport, and then precisely shape a 100-ton block of andesite with nothing but simple tools? How do you lift it into place and fit it against its neighbors with such flawless accuracy? The logistics are staggering. Some engineers today admit that replicating Sacsayhuamán, even with our advanced machinery, would be an immense and costly challenge. So, how did the Inca, a civilization without the wheel for large-scale construction, achieve this? Were they simply masters of a forgotten stone masonry technique? Or is there another explanation we haven't considered? The mystery of Sacsayhuamán is just the beginning. Now let's travel east, across the vast Atlantic, to the sun-scorched plains of Egypt. Of course, we have to talk about the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's an icon of ancient engineering, but the more you learn, the more mysterious it becomes. For centuries, we've believed it was a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu, built by a massive workforce over 20 years. But let's look at the facts. The Great Pyramid is composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, ranging from 2.5 to 80 tons each. That means if the 20-year timeline is correct, workers would have had to quarry, transport, and place one massive block every few minutes, 24 hours a day for 2 decades straight, and the precision is just mind-boggling. The pyramid's base is almost a perfect square, with side lengths accurate to within a few inches. It's aligned to true north with an accuracy that rivals modern observatories. How was this level of precision achieved? The internal chambers and shafts are also an enigma. The so-called air shafts in the King S and Queen S chambers point directly to specific constellations, like Orion and Sirius, as they would have appeared thousands of years ago. Was this just a tomb, or was it something more? A giant astronomical device. It's a power plant, as some alternative theories suggest. The Great Pyramid asks more questions than it answers, pointing to a level of scientific and engineering knowledge that seems far ahead of its time. Let's journey even further back, to a site that predates the pyramids by 6,000 years. Welcome to Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. Discovered only a few decades ago, this site has completely rewritten our understanding of early human history. What we have here is a massive temple complex built by what were supposedly nomadic hunter-gatherers. Think about that. Before the invention of pottery, before writing, before the wheel, people were quarrying and erecting massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing 18 feet tall and weighing up to 15 tons. These pillars are not crude monoliths. They're intricately carved with detailed reliefs of animals, foxes, lions, scorpions, and vultures. This wasn't just a random pile of rocks. It was a highly organized, sophisticated construction project that would have required a large, coordinated community. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe challenges the long-held belief that agriculture came first, leading to settled societies and then complex structures. Here it seems the opposite happened. The drive to build this sacred complex may have been the very reason people settled down and developed agriculture to sustain the workforce. It suggests that the human desire for meaning and connection, expressed through monumental architecture, was a primary driver of civilization itself. From Turkey, we traveled to the Indian subcontinent, to the Ellora Caves in Maharashtra. This isn't a structure that was built up, it was carved down. The Kailasa Temple, Cave 16, is the world's largest monolithic structure, chiseled entirely out of a single piece of solid volcanic rock. Imagine standing in front of a cliff, and instead of building on it, you decide to carve away everything that isn't a temple. That's what happened here. An estimated 400,000 tons of rock were excavated to create this masterpiece, which features intricate courtyards, multi-story halls, bridges, and life-sized elephant sculptures, all from one contiguous stone. The level of planning required is almost beyond comprehension. There was no room for error. A single miscalculation, one crack in the wrong place, and the entire project could have been ruined. Archaeologists estimate it would have taken centuries to complete with conventional methods. Yet historical records suggest it was built in a remarkably short time, perhaps less than 20 years. How is this possible? The sculptors started from the top and carved their way down. This top-down method is incredibly complex. It required a perfect three-dimensional blueprint in the minds of the architects and builders. The Kailasa Temple stands as a testament to an almost superhuman level of skill and vision. Our final stop takes us to the ancient Roman Empire, but we're not looking at an amphitheater. We're looking at their water. The Roman aqueducts are perhaps the most famous example of ancient water management, but the sheer genius of their system is often underestimated. These weren't just canals. They were sophisticated gravity-fed networks that stretched for hundreds of miles, navigating hills, valleys, and plains with incredible precision. Take the Pont du Gard in France. It's a breathtaking aqueduct bridge, but its true marvel lies in its gradient. Over its entire 31-mile length, the aqueduct descends only 56 feet in total. That's an average gradient of just 1 inch for every 150 feet. How did Roman engineers without lasers or modern surveying equipment maintain such a consistent and subtle slope over such a vast distance? They used simple tools like the chorobates, a type of water level, but their application of these tools was pure genius. This system provided fresh water for fountains, baths, and homes, fundamentally shaping Roman cities and their way of life. It was the circulatory system of an empire, a life-giving network that demonstrates a profound understanding of hydraulics, physics, and long-term civil planning. So what does this all mean? From the impossible stonework of Sacsayhuamán to the astronomical precision of the Great Pyramid, from the revolutionary complex of Göbekli Tepe to the monolithic miracle of the Kailasa Temple and the lifeblood of the Roman aqueducts, we see a recurring theme. Our ancestors were not primitive. They possessed a deep, and in some cases, a seemingly lost understanding of engineering, mathematics, astronomy, and project management. These structures challenge us to reconsider the linear progression of history, the idea that we are constantly getting smarter and more capable. Perhaps history is more cyclical. Perhaps great knowledge has been gained and lost over the ages. These marvels aren't just piles of old stone. They're messages from the past. They are a testament to the boundless potential of human ingenuity, potential that was unlocked thousands of years ago. They proved that with vision, determination, and a level of genius we are still struggling to comprehend. Anything is possible. What forgotten techniques did they use? Was it a lost science of acoustics and vibration to move massive stones? A more advanced understanding of geometry and astronomy than we give them credit for? Or something else entirely? These questions are what make history so exciting. It's not a closed book. It's an ongoing investigation full of incredible mysteries waiting to be solved. The next time someone talks about ancient people, remember these structures. Remember that they were engineers, astronomers, artists, visionaries whose creations still stand today, challenging us, inspiring us, and reminding us of the incredible heights our species has already reached. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through time. If your mind is as blown as mine, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel Arc Studio for more deep dives into the greatest mysteries of our past. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below which of these ancient marvels fascinates you the most. Is there another one you think we should cover? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep questioning and never stop exploring.